I have a question. Like, or I'm actually a little bit curious. So I know we talked about like strong women and that aspect of this whole dominance, and you know, and I don't know if there's more to BDSM for people and what they're looking for, but how does based on what you've seen, how does a man get to the point where he's saying, you know what, I'm shedding my preconceptions about what I need to be as a man, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna get on my knees and let someone spank me. Where's that coming from?
Yeah.
So how do you get from A to Z?
So there's a couple of things. So again, because there's so many people into the BDSM role play and lifestyle, we just don't realize it because they don't openly talk about it. Like I said, we have people who say, I cannot like your Facebook page, but I will, is there any chance you can write a blog entry about XYZ type of man looking for, and for me, it makes me very happy to get these emails. Obviously, we understand that privacy is a really important thing for people because this is not something that we can, that it's mainstream and okay to discuss that in the open yet.
Even
but
after
again,
50 Shades?
Absolutely. 50 Shades was so vanilla. Like, I remember I was working at the BDSM establishment. I was working at a dungeon at the time that the first one and the second one came out, and it was a big joke for us. Like, really, it was nothing but a big joke, and it was just ridiculously vanilla for our world.
But it brought it a little mainstream.
I take offense to that. What do you mean by vanilla?
I mean that it was just too obvious. Oh, I was like, he cannot be. But I have a theory right away.
It shows that people are curious about it, right? Like, pop culture is getting curious about it, whether it's represented or misrepresented.
I remember I haven't been on the subway for a while, thank God, New York, right? That's winning.
Yes.
So, in New York, that's winning.
It is, I know.
So, but I remember everyone walking around with a 50 Shades, and I'm not talking about young women or definitely, they were like.
No, it was
everywhere. Like, it was
the
like
Twilight of adults.
Because
Like,
it's sort of,
vampire
it sort of made
obviously
it
it's going
okay
to be
for
Disney,
people to talk
but it's
about.
not going to be, something more. How it needs to find its way, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
No, but what this does is just it made it okay all of a sudden for a bunch of housewives to go to Home Depot and buy rope to tie up their husband, and it gave people permission to sort of get a little bit more experimental with it, which is wonderful. I didn't necessarily care for the story of the girl.
I was gonna say Home Depot. They couldn't go to Michael's.
Amazon
No. Listen, I remember going to Home Depot.
The rope at Home Depot is not.
No. There's
soft.
like 100 different types of rope at Home Depot, and Home Depot. We do not want this to turn into a commercial for you. So Michael's is you get pins and all.
Next time I'm going to Home Depot, I'll call you.
I feel like, but then again, Home Depot, you can definitely get some.
My Home Depot credit card.
Get some chains and hooks.
Anyway, but so speaking of, I was going to say that
and electric.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's so much. Listen, there's so much people can do to play, and then
maybe Black and Decker needs to get on this.
But listen, right? But I was going to say that I had also a lot of clients who still were friends with, and they watched the series, and they took the series home to their wives to watch it together, and this way to sort of say, oh, I don't know this girl who made it or whatever, but a friend of mine at work saw it, and they suggested we should check it out. And that opens the conversation with their spouse or their girlfriend. Yes. And that for me is priceless, because again, there's a lot of men who want to do a particular type of role play that not necessarily has to do with violence. I would get, because I was born and raised in Greece, I would get a lot of requests for the Greek goddess type of worship, right? And I would get a lot of Wonder Woman type of role play.
What does that entail? I'm curious.
I want people to watch the series.
Am I going to see that in the series?
I want people to watch the series.
Come on.
Yeah.